This is INCRadio DCEM 954, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Made in Australia.
Hello, everyone. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone watching. Welcome back here on Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia Satellite Studios. Hello, everyone. I will be one of your hosts today. I am your sister Chloe De La Paz, all the way from the local congregation of Adelaide here in the district of Victoria, Australia. And today is a lovely, cold winter day, though. But nonetheless, it's going to be a very exciting episode because we will continue to tackle our season of Made in Australia that's close to home, enjoying the great outdoors in Australia. So in the live chat, already, please let us know your favorite outdoor activity here in Australia, and we will make sure to shout out your answers as well. But of course, we know that Aussies love camping, hiking, walking, nature walks, and everything of the sorts, going for walks to relax, having fun, and enjoying nature. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. It's a great way to spend time with family and friends, explore new places, and take a break from the busy life.
And that is right, Sister Chloe. Hello, everyone watching from here in Australia and all parts of the world. I am Brother Hansen from the local congregation of Stirling here in the Ecclesiastical District of Western Australia, broadcasting to you live on a very bright but rainy and cold day here in Perth. And it is so good to be back here in INC Radio. Today, we are stepping into the great Aussie outdoors with Sister Chloe and our guest today. And one of the best parts of the life down under here in Australia is just being out in nature and just enjoying the beautiful spots that this country has to offer because of the great diversity of the beautiful places down here in Australia, whether you're here in the west or over down south with Sister Chloe, or even further east in all of the other states here and there in Australia. Pitching a tent under the stars, hiking through the bush, enjoying a quiet walk by the water, there will always be an adventure waiting, whether it will be from right here in the west or down east, or even further down south to Tasmania, wherever you are here in Australia. So again, tell us in the comments, what's your favorite outdoor memory here in Australia or go-to nature spot? And while we are at it, let's quickly have a look at our comments right now. A while ago, Sister Chloe, I was looking while we were waiting to start, but we have already a few commenters in our way. We have Sister Kathy Martinez from the local congregation of Armadale. We love INC Radio, and even Sister Jerica Mangit. Happy Sunday to all of the brethren. Lots of love from the same local congregation in Adelaide. Let's quickly check out Sister Chloe. Who else do we have?
Woo! Give a big shout out to our resident minister, Brother DJ Manquit, and Sister Jerica Manquit as well from the local congregation of Adelaide. Thank you for always supporting us. And we have so many also comments here. We have Brother Richard Esperanza, the CFO Christian Family Organizations Overseer over there in the District of New South Wales. Hello, pa. Happy watching. Hashtag New South Wales. From Sister Faith, happy viewing here from the local congregation of Hobart over there in Tasmania. Very far away, but very lovely weather over there as well. From John Out Castillo, happy viewing to all brethren in New South Wales. Also to all the brethren in the local congregation of Croydon Park. And of course, we also have Brother Ruel. Happy viewing to all brethren from the local congregation of Shepherd. And thank you always, everyone, for all of your early bird comments. I just want to give a shout out to all of the Adelaide brethren tuning in. Hello, pa, I see Sister Elaine Falian, Sister Avril Aventano, Brother Vincent Carlos, Sister Jezebel Carlos in the comment section. Thank you for being so early and being so supportive here on INC Radio. Now, before anything else, we would like to give a huge thank you to all of our loyal viewers and listeners over the past 3 seasons of Made in Australia. So let's watch this short video. Kuya Tech, if you can please play our thank you video.
Like to greet and congratulate po INC Radio Australia for reaching this very momentous milestone. thank you po for your constant effort in helping the church administration, not only in the work of propagation, but also in introducing meaningful contents that are relevant and relatable to all walks of life. It always gives every brethren and household a reason to bond every Sunday. Again, to all INCRadio production crew and crew members, Happy 10th anniversary po! We love INCRadio Australia!
From Hobart, we love INC Radio.
From the local congregation of Capricorn, District of Victoria, Australia. We love INC Radio Australia.
From the group worship service of Bundaberg, District of Queensland, Australia, we love and support INC Radio Australia. Nice.
And thank you very much, Paul, to all of our viewers who are constantly supporting INC Radio. It is so glad to see not only just individual families, but also local congregations all throughout Australia showing your love and support for our satellite studio. And also, this is a way for us to commemorate 10 years. Imagine that, 10 years of the Australia satellite studio of INC Radio. That's a big milestone, Sister Chloe, and I'm glad we're all here to enjoy it today.
Yes, I'm so excited. Sorry. And big shout out. I'm going to give my big shout out to the local congregation of Adelaide. We made it to second. We were second place last week. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations
Please
to Adelaide
help me.
congregation.
Yes,
Something
10
to be proud
years. Yeah, something to be proud of. Hopefully we get number one. Hopefully we get first place this week. But go on, Brother Hans. Go on.
Oh yeah, fingers crossed. We'll see who will top this week, and we will keep a close eye on all of that. Now, before we continue, let's have a look, Sister Chloe. Let's check out how our brethren here in Australia enjoy the beautiful outdoors. And again, to all of our viewers, we also have the question from a while ago. What is your favorite outdoor activity here in Australia? Just chuck it down in the comments below, and we will keep going through them as we continue our episode. Kuya Tek, let's roll it out.
Across Australia, you can lace up your boots and hike to a mountain peak, waiting for the sun to peak above the horizon and feeling clouds drift beneath your feet. You can step onto high walkways, threaded through forest canopies, gently swaying among treetops and looking down at the world below. Along our waterways, you'll find giant sculptures rising over the shore, perfect for exploring and snapping photos. You can stand under towering wind farm turbines, hear the steady hum of the blades, and feel a fresh breeze on your face. Down on the coast, you can edge close to sheer cliffs, listen to waves crashing below, and wander through natural rock arches. These kinds of adventures are scattered all over the Aussie outdoors, so grab your hat, head outside, and see where the day takes you.
My goodness, Sister Chloe, I'm getting excited for today's episode because I think not only are we just going to discuss about this topic, but also we're going to see a lot of individual places that our brethren go to Aren't you excited for this?
I'm so excited, and I am basically like a little guest here on the District of Western Australia. So I've never been to Perth, so I can't wait to get to know our guest a little bit more, and also get to know your insight as well, Brother Hans, because I have no idea what it's like to live in Perth or any of the outdoor activities that you can do there. I can share some of mine here in Adelaide, but of course, I'd love to travel to Perth sometime soon.
Oh yeah, I'd love to go with the back and forth with you, Sister Chloe, today. And we'll also have our guest later for our discussion. And while we're at it, everyone, you are watching Made in Australia, brought to you by INC Radio Australia Satellite Studio. We will be right back.
Made in Australia. There are so many ways to enjoy the great outdoors here in Australia. From hiking scenic trails and taking peaceful nature walks, to setting up camp, taking in stunning ocean views, and exploring unique landforms. Join us this Sunday, August 3 at 3 p.m. Philippine time or 5 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time on INCRadio Made in Australia, as we share fun stories and experiences from brethren who love exploring Australia's wide open spaces. Made in Australia.
Welcome back. You're still watching Made in Australia, brought to you by INC Radio Australia Satellite Studio, one of the official satellite studios of INC Radio. Brother Hans.
And I don't know if you've noticed this, Sister Chloe, but today we don't have Brother Morgan with us live. Didn't you notice that? Hey.
Yeah, you know, and I'm a little bit sad. Like, is there any other way that we can see him?
Yeah, you know what? I'm really glad we could, because he actually left us a little bit something for us to actually enjoy this week. Now, let's all get ready, mates, because it is time for Brother Morgan to inspire us by this week's gift of the gap. Please check it out, Kuya Tech.
G'day, and welcome to Gift of the Gab, where we expand our vocabulary and explore new words. Today's word is nurture. To nurture means to care for and protect someone or something while they are growing. It emphasizes providing care, encouragement, and support to facilitate development and well-being. We, as members of the Church of Christ, nurture our faith as we steadily build our relationship with our Lord God and serve Him. Thanks for listening to Gift of the Gab. We look forward to seeing you next time and hope you continue to nurture your faith to maturity and perfection. Take care.
And so we don't have to miss Brother Morgan that much, because every week we have Gift of the Gab with him. And it's so, I find it timely because we're talking about nature and outdoor activities. And there's this saying, you know, like in like philosophy class or like in science class, where is it nature or nurture? I don't know, Brother Hans, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's one of the first few questions we're asked. Even in primary school, I've actually gone to a few questions with this, and it does remind me of my experience studying back at Philippine school before. Nature or nurture is something that we usually get asked as kids, and it's an interesting insight because both ways they are kind of interrelated, but they're not. What do you think, Sister Chloe?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on the context that we ask them from. That's such a like diplomatic answer. But it really does depend. I think when we talk about like animals in the science point of view, it's a little bit different. When we talk about it in a philosophical point of view, it's also a little bit different. And in terms of speaking about nurturing, we want to nurture and care for our live viewers by giving them a shout out. So there's so many comments here, everyone, and we want to shout them out for you. Hello to Sister Nessa Matibag, watching from local of Kingston City. William Manabat says, happy viewing po to all brethren. Greetings po from Shepparton. Vivian Roy says, warm Christian greetings to all brethren. May we be blessed and inspired as we watch together. Greetings from Catherine GWS over up there in Darwin near Uluru and near like Alice Springs, but it's not very near because they're like 8-hour drives away from each other.
And speaking of GWS, what
Yes?
does the GWS mean?
Oh,
Sister Chloe?
thank you for reminding me, Brother Hans. GWS are the group worship services throughout Australia. So we have plenty of group worship services, which is really good and inspiring because it means that no matter where we are, we can always go to worship services, whether that is in our local congregations or our GWSs or group worship services. We also have a shout out to Sister Jezebel Carlos. Happy viewing po from the local of Adelaide, from Nancy Sina. Happy viewing po, mga mahal na kapatid from Dean Park, and Carlos de Jesus, who is the resident minister of the local congregation of Mid Chinbury in the District of New South Wales. Hello po, brethren, from Mid Chinbury. Judith Rumar says, ingat po everyone, or take care everyone, from Perth. Jonathan Quison says, happy birthday, happy watching. Happy watching from Armadale Local, where also we would like to give a shout out to Brother Manny Ira, who is in the comment section. Kamani, hello po. Thank you for always watching. He says, happy watching from Maddington, this time in the live chat. And Brother Raymond De La Rosa says, happy viewing po from Bankstown over there in New South Wales.
And before we do more shout outs, again, we do have the question from earlier. What is your favorite outdoor experience in Australia? We would love to hear that in the comments. Sister Chloe and I will go through that as we continue. And speaking of shout outs, I'd also like to give my personal shout outs to Brother Rene Malari, our resident minister here in the local congregation of Stirling. And very recently, one of his daughters, Sister Yvonne Maliari, who is also one of my fellow choir members, has recently celebrated her birthday. So happy birthday, Yvonne, and happy birthday from all of us here in INC Radio in Australia. We'd also like to give our shout outs to Brother Noli Esperanza, our district supervising minister here in Western Australia, as well as Kalinda Esperanza, his wife, who for always constantly supporting INC Radio all the way through. Thank you very much for always being with us in INC Radio. Let's continue our comments. We have Brother Ariel Hernandez from the local congregation of Armadale. Happy viewing to all. I love INC Radio Australia. Brother Rolando O'Malley Jr. says, thank you po to all brethren of Wyndham, the local congregation of Wyndham, and Manor Lakes. So 2 local congregations for participating the INC Giving Blood Donation Drive po today at Burby Life Blood Center. Congratulations po to all of our brethren for your active participation. Sister Princess Habadan from the local congregation of Kingston City. Happy Sunday, everyone. Sister Michaela Miss Manos from Adelaide. Happy viewing for everyone. And then Brother Jake Rivera from Armadale gives his greetings po. And also again, Sister Kalinda Esperanza. Hello everyone, and welcome to INC Radio Made in Australia. Please keep your comments rolling through. We will continue going through them. And also we look forward to hearing more of your great outdoor experiences. Now, Sister Chloe, on to our main discussion. Let us welcome our wonderful guest here today po. Today in our satellite studio, we are being welcomed po, everyone, by Brother June. Please introduce yourself, poor brother, to all of us viewing today.
Hello, everyone. My name is Brother Ulpiano June Santiago, ISCAN President from local congregation of Queen's Park, Ecclesial District of Western Australia.
Welcome po, Brother June. Thank you for being with us po today. And for context po, for everyone who is viewing, SCAN is the Society of Communicators and Networkers International, and they are a society within the Iglesia Ni Cristo that promotes radio communication within amateur radio enthusiasts, not only in the Philippines, but also here in Australia and in all places all over the world. Our brethren are actively supportive in a lot of civic activities, not only for society, but also for the activities that we do inside the Church of Christ.
Yes, and they're very, very integral to all of our activities because they're there to protect us and keep our well-being safe, especially not just as brethren, but also all of the guests and all of those in our surroundings here in the Church of Christ. So very, very important, the SCAN organization here. So let's before we go to our discussion, everyone, let's have our game time. Kuya Tech.
It's game time. Let's play.
Today
It
is
is now
game
time.
Oh yeah, go for it.
For everybody's favorite segment, game time. Isn't it right, Sister Chloe?
Yes, that's right, everyone. And today is all about outdoor trivia. Now, the thing is, all of you in the live chat need to help us out because I personally am not a very outdoorsy person. I don't know about you, Brother Hans.
Oh my, okay. I'd be really interested because I'd like to claim that I am great with the outdoors when clearly there's so much more I need to express to Sister Chloe. So I think
Yeah.
I'm on the same boat as you.
Yeah. Let's go over to our first question, Kuya Tech. Okay, what Australian state or territory is home to the Great Barrier Reef? A, Northern Territory, B, Western Australia, C, Queensland, or D, Victoria? Okay. Brother Jun, do you know the answer? We don't want to spoil it for anyone, but do you think you know the answer, Paka Jun?
Yeah, I think Queensland po.
You think Queensland? Oh, we already got a vote for Queensland. You don't think it's Western Australia, Paka Jun? There's no Great Barrier Reef, but
No, there is no Great Barrier Reef here in Western Australia.
I don't know. I genuinely thought it was in a different state. That's not
yeah.
that, but then it didn't appear in the answer list. So I don't know. A, B, C, or D, everyone. While we wait for our engagement doc to come through, Brother Hans, do you
Let's
think
see.
you know what it is?
I'd like to say I remember what it is because in a previous episode we also had a similar question. If you are paying close attention to our viewers in our previous episodes in INC Radio, this was I think brought up before. So if you watch very closely, yes, but this question would have popped up in one of our episodes last month. So I'd like to say I remember the answer, but I actually don't know.
You
Sister Chloe, I
hosted
really
the
don't know.
last one. That's what you're talking about.
I'd like to say I remember it, but I'll say
Yeah.
Victoria.
We already have some answers in the live chat. From Shane, she says C, which I think was Queensland. I would like to say that it's Queensland. From Zain Bayalan from Hobart, she also says C. So Queensland, she says C. Bo. So let's see if that's the correct answer. Kuya Tech, let's show the answers, please. It is C, Queensland. It is C. And so the myth is right, everyone. If in doubt, always choose C.
C for correct.
C for correct. That's true. That's so true. All right. Let's go over to our next question. Kuya Tech. Zero clue. Absolutely zero clue. Which of these is Western Australia's highest peak that you can reach by hiking? A, is it Mount Bruce? B, Mount Nameless? C, Mount Bluff Knoll? Or D, Mount Franklin? Zero idea.
I'd really love to say it's Kings Park, but it's not here.
Kajun, do you think you know what it is?
Yeah, I think it's Mount Bluff, no?
Bluff Knoll? Whereabouts? Have you been to all four of those mounts, Brother Jun?
Not yet. Nah.
Not yet. Have you been to some of them?
Nah, not yet.
No? Oh,
Next
there's a
time.
first time for everything. Brother Hans, have you visited any of those?
I've always wanted to go to Bluff Nose, Sister Chloe, because I've had some friends who I've actually gone there already, but no, I have not gone mountain climbing in so long. I think the last time I did was back home in the Philippines. But I was like a wee 10-year-old when I tried to climb up Mount Makiling, for reference. That's in my home province of Laguna.
Wow, back in the Philippines, pa.
Yeah. So I have no clue. Zero clue.
Yeah, honestly, we have so many other comments. While we wait for the comments to come through with this question, we have Ariel Hernandez, we have Samuel, Dr. Happy viewing po, brethren. from Shepperton. We also have Brother Brian Paulo Lacson. Happy viewing po from Shepperton. Sister Abby Limarg. Hi, Ate Abby. Hello po. They say hello to the Falian family in Adelaide, and the Falian family also says hi back to Ate Abby. Brother Dan Mark Narag from Armadale, Western Australia, and Sister Cecilia Guanzing. Happy viewing for INC Radio from the locale of Armadale District of Western Australia. All right, we have some answers. Brother Talia Falian says no clue po, Adelaide. Honestly, me too.
Same here.
I think it's our time, Brother Carla, to go to Western Australia to have a little holiday. Princess Habadan says D, which is what? Please remind me, Brother Hans, what D is.
Okay,
Mount Franklin.
D is Mount Franklin.
Mount
yeah.
Franklin. All right. Sister Nessa Matibag says C, and Brother Joseph Kaknyo. Hello, Paka Joseph. Shout out to you,
Hello,
Bob.
Joseph.
He says C. So let's see what the correct answer is. Kuya Tech. C. I was gonna say Mount C.
When in doubt,
Pick
choose C.
C. Everyone, when in doubt, please pick C, which is ended up being the right answer. So, Brother Jun, you were right. It is Mount Bluffnell. Crazy.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think, Brother Hans? Is it incentive for you to now visit Mount Bluffnell?
I think yes, because if it is the tallest, then sure, it will be the one big challenge as a start. So I'll definitely go for that, Sister Chloe.
That's true.
When? I don't know.
But it better be after we go to the next question. Kuya Tech? What is one rule campers in Australia should always follow when using campfires? A. Only light fires at night. B. Build fires on wooden platforms. C. Check fire bans before lighting a fire. And D. Use leaves as fuel. Now, this is a safety question for our environment here in Australia and just in general, I think. And, for the protection of our environment and for the protection of people, we have our SCAN or we have our SCAN officer, SCAN president, Brother Jun. Brother Jun, what do you think? Do you have an answer?
Yeah, check fire bans.
Check fire bans.
Fire bans.
Yeah, because fire bans are they're very big here in Australia because we're prone to a lot of bushfires, especially in the rural areas of Australia. Lots of dry leaves and lots of places to start fires. That doesn't sound like such a bad answer. What do you think, Brother Hans?
Yeah, I think it makes sense, Sister Chloe, because actually, even before coming here to Australia, one thing that I found is that gum trees are very common here in a lot of different places in Australia. So a lot of trees can light up in fire very easily, especially through the scorching heat in summer. Now, summer's not particularly the friendliest weather for Australians or anyone generally coming here. Although, okay, I will say this. Going to the beach is the fun part of going to Australia. The not so fun part is when there's a bushfire coming your way. So yes, I think it is very plausible we go for C as an answer. So
yeah.
I go for
Again,
that.
when in doubt, pick C.
C.
That's the pattern for today's game time, everyone. We also have so many answers already. My mom. Hello, Sister Marty de la Paz from Adelaide.
Aw.
She says C. Sister Rona Acantilado from Shepperton says C. Sister Jerica Mangrit says C again. Hashtag Adelaide. Sorry. Jacqueline Gallardo says C. Zain Bayalan says C. Pop from Hobart. And Princess Habadan also says C. Wonder what our answer is.
Yeah, if C is correct, we will take that as a catchphrase for today's episode.
Yeah, genuinely. Kuya Tech, please do the honors. It is C.
I knew it. Okay, that is today's catchphrase, everybody. When in doubt, choose C, Sister Chloe.
Pick C for Chloe. Pick C for correct, everyone. Now, before we go on to our last question, this is a flag for everyone. This is your chance to win an exclusive Made in Australia mug. So we're going to be announcing the winners later. The answer may or may not be C. So be ready, everyone. Okay, Clear Tech, let's go on to our fourth question, please. Do you know the song to this, Brother Hans? Please don't sing it. But do you know the song to this?
I have no clue, but actually, when I first came here, it was summer, and then all over the TV, I keep seeing slip, slop, slap, sleep, sink, and whatever the answer is. It's like, what does this mean? Why is this on TV?
Yes, this is childhood nostalgia because ever since like primary school, Australia has really big Australia has really strong like UV rays, which increases the risk of things like skin cancer or sunburn, especially in the summer. So this is sort of like a campaign from the Australian government about sun safety and sunscreen and applying sunscreen. So what are the 5 S's in Australia's sun safety campaign? Slip, slop, slap, seek, and blank.
What do you think, po? Kajun, what do you think is the answer, po? Coming from a safety point of view, po?
He says C.
I think it is slide.
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 A, sit, B, slide, C, swat, and D, smile. So again, everyone, this is your chance to win an exclusive Made in Australia mug. So we will be announcing the winner later on after our main discussion. So something to keep into the back of your heads, everyone. So slip, slop, slap, seek, and blank. I almost gave the answer away. Sorry.
Let's go.
Yes, so thank you, everyone. And once again, kindly send us your local congregation and district so we can send your INC mug. So, actually, I think we are better off seeing the answer. But before that, there are some comments already. So Sister Sophia Zoe Canila says B, so slide. Avril Vendano from Adelaide says B, slide. Geraldine Naga says B from Maryland. And then Princess Habadan says B. So let's see what the answer is, Kriya Tech. B, slide. So the answer was not C. That's the takeaway.
Okay, we'll take back that trademark unless you want to keep it
only for this
captured.
one. I think it's special because this one's the mug question. So
Okay.
yeah, but thank you, everyone, and once again, kindly send us your local congregation and district so we can send you your INC mug. And I think we will announce our winner a little bit later on after our main discussion. Brother Hans.
And speaking of our main discussion, Sister Chloe, Brother Jun has actually prepared a little slideshow for us showing his activities and his experience outdoors here in Australia. Let's have a look. Kuya Tech, let's check it out. And that goes for our slideshow. Thank you, Kajun, for showing your wonderful activities that you've done here in Western Australia. And again, looking back, before we go into our discussion, let's continue having our rundown and looking back at our question from earlier. What is our most unforgettable Aussie experience you've had going outdoors? And speaking of outdoors, let's quickly go through a few comments. We've got Sister Jacqueline Galarde from Shepparton Local Congregation. Love to go camping and fishing. Go on a snow trip and love to go have a barbecue outside. Nature nurture our nature so nature can nurture us. That's a
Say
nice
that
one,
five
sister.
times. Say
Nurture our
that.
nature so
No,
nature can
no,
nurture
okay,
us.
not here. Okay.
Right, that's a little challenge for our viewers also. Nurture our nature so nature can nurture us. Try your best.
Amazing. Amazing. I'm not even gonna attempt that, everyone. And
And
from
Brother
yeah,
Maynard Kokos, I like crabbing during the summer season from the local congregation of Karratha City.
across the city. It's far. It's a far city.
Mhm.
Yeah, so everyone on the comment section, let us know your favorite outdoor activity and also what is the most unforgettable experience you've had while being outdoors here in Australia, because there's a lot of different experiences that we must have, but the one that we want to ask is, of course, our guest for today, Brother June. Brother June, what are some outdoor activities and experiences that you can share with us?
I love fishing and camping, particularly at Preston Beach, Manjura. It's an hour drive from Perth City. It's a peaceful escape from bond with family, friends, and fellow brethren. The calm sea breeze and enjoy the fishing are always refreshing. You need a lot of patience as well. Also, we always pray before and after the trip.
Yes, a lot of different things that we can unpack there, Brother Hans. But one of the key things that I heard was fishing and crabbing. Fishing and crabbing, Brother Hans, have you gone fishing or crabbing?
Personally, just a few times, Sister Chloe. So the one time I went fishing was just this year, very early on this year when my dad and mom came here for holidays. I was out with dad and one of our very close family friends, and we ended up going fishing up at Hillary's. So that's a little bit further up north here in the Metro Perth area. And we were hoping we'd get at least 5 to 10 catches that night when it was so windy that we couldn't get anything at all except just two tiny fish. So we ended up just going home with just a small amount of fish that thankfully I was still able to cook because I really wanted some fresh fish the next day. And
Fish-
crabbing, I wanted to go down to Mandra for crabbing, Sister Chloe. So that's like a nice place to go crabbing if
Yeah.
you're ever looking to do it.
Yeah, I love a good crabbing session,
How about
especially in
you?
the summer. So it's very fun. We always, especially when I was younger, my parents and I used to always go with a lot of the brethren here in the local congregation of Adelaide, and we would always go crabbing. We would usually drive down a couple hours, Moonta or Port Hughes or Wallaroo, which are some beachside, seaside areas in South Australia, and we would always go crabbing. And every night there was always dinner with something seafood. So it would either be like squid or crabs or fish, depending on what was caught that day. We also have some
Oh,
commenters from Avril Aventana, a little hike at Mount Lofty. So Mount Lofty is another one of our very famous hiking areas here in Adelaide. It's there in the Adelaide Hills. And it's a lovely place, especially in the winter, both in the winter and the summer. Just be careful when you're out in the winter if it's a little bit rainy. Brother, early morning fishing, but even in winter. So I'm assuming that different fishes come out during different seasons, especially in like the different tides, the things that you have to consider. So even fishing you can do in the summer. So Brother Jun, you mentioned that you went to Preston Beach, about an hour away from Perth. Have you been to any other places, spa, or like any other locations that you really enjoyed, but especially with your family?
Yes, we went hiking and walking in Calvary. It's a drive away. We went to explore beautiful landscapes, enjoy natures, and stay active. The views at nature's windows and skywalk. were beautiful, reminding me God's created. I went with my family and we love watching the sunrise and the sunset together.
Yes,
Oh, that's
the way that he
beautiful.
describes it, the imagery, it's like all coming to life. So he mentioned like the seaside breeze, the sunset. It's all just like beautiful views. What do you think, Brother Hans?
Well, it's like straight out of a novel, Sister Chloe. So like the way that Kadrin has just described it for us. And speaking of places, including Calgary, were any of those places that you mentioned po so far, Kadrin, were there also some of the ones in the slideshow po? Yes, so yes, he's giving us the thumbs up. Yes, it is some of those places po. And even like closer at the end, Sister Chloe, that's Calgary National Park. So you also mentioned something about Nature's Window, which is something that I've actually wanted to talk to you about. So there's this tiny rock carving in the middle of the hike walk in Calgary, and it's called Nature's Window because it's literally a single big hole where you get a full view of the entire canyon and the valley. Yeah, pretty much a valley and the river down below it. So that's why it's called Nature's Window because it's just a portal to seeing the beautiful spot at nature down there. I
That's
remember going
beautiful.
down there and it's so nice to be in just that place. It's perfect.
Yeah, that's so beautiful. Um, there's a lot of outdoor activities that Western Australia does have to offer. So should I move to Western Australia?
Why
Maybe my
not?
next introduction is going to be from the District of Western Australia.
Oh, that would be a nice welcome. Give it a try. Honestly, it's a nice change of
Oh,
pace.
so lovely, so lovely. And also we have some comments here from Sister Princess Habadan. Love a little hiking, sightseeing, and go to the beach to watch the sunset. Beautiful views as always. That's something that we love about going outdoors is the views that we also have, so the sunsets. But Brother Jun shared with us some of his favorite outdoor activities. Brother Hans, have you got some of your favorite outdoor activities as well?
Oh, I wish I could say a lot, Sister Chloe, because I don't have that much of a wealth of outdoor activities like you. But I would say this: I do love going on a good walk out in nature. And something that I've been really thankful in doing was the many trips that I have gone down to in Albany, which is about 5 to 6 hours south of Metro Perth. And Albany being a coastal town, there's a lot of different places, not just only the beaches, but also most of the forest areas, which I've been wanting to go to for the longest time, including what they call, I think it was it Valley of the Trees, where there's a lot of tall trees and you get to just simply walk around the bridges in there. But I would say this, walking by the beachside areas of Albany is already a beautiful sight because I do love taking in the fresh air while just going on a beautiful walk. And not just only that, on top of being able to enjoy that beautiful nature in Albany, I usually go there because where I was before, I used to be able to perform in the group worship service down in Albany. So part of those outdoor walks, sorry, part of my performance of my duties down there is being able to enjoy the outdoors. So that's why I love a simple outdoor walk, even though sometimes I get caught in the middle of the rain. I remember that last experience I've had with a really close friend, and that exact moment happened.
Whoa.
How about you, Sister Chloe?
Oh, good memories. Before I share mine, I would like to give everyone some quick read shout outs. I just want to wrap some names because there's so many of you. Hello po Mark Teodosio from Espiritu Santo from Vanuatu. Samuel Doctor says happy viewing po brethren from Shepperton. Ralph Boncalon, happy viewing po sa lahat from Ellenbrook. Sister Xaviera, Abulensha, shout out po to Sister Yana and the other South Australia choir because they had recently visited their GWS or their group worship service over there in Mildura today. So shout out to you. And also we have Sister Erin Suarez on the comment section from Adelaide. She says Adelaide strong. And we also have some brethren, not just in Adelaide, but also in Port Adelaide as well. I see Sister Eunice Trinidad, Eunice, and then I see also Sister Chelsea Gakos and the Diolola family. Hello, pa. Thank you so much for all of your support. We have Sister Joanna V. Ramasanta, happy viewing po mga kapatid from Midland. We also have Brother William Manapat, happy viewing po and greetings po from Shepperton. We love INCRadio Australia. Thank you so much for all of your support, everyone. We love you so much. My favorite activity, I have two. One is just going to the beach. especially now. I like beaches now, which is weird because I used to not like them when I was younger because I didn't like the summer weather. But now I appreciate it a lot more. So now that I'm in pharmacy placements all the way down near a little bit further down Adelaide, it's called at Christie's Beach. Christie's Beach is a lovely, lovely place to go to the beach for, especially in the winter where there's not a lot of people. So I love going to the beach. Another one is back in primary school. My favorite experience outdoors was we went camping, and we went near the River Murray, which is this big river that spans across all of South Australia. So we went to the River Murray and we did a lot of water sports. So a lot of jet skiing, paddleboarding, surfing, all of those things. So that was really fun, especially along the river. Um, brother Hans, we're in Australia. Actually, let's ask Brother Jun. Brother Jun, we're in Australia, of course, and a lot of the things that we saw in your slideshow presentation was all about like the Aussie things to do. So, what do you think is the most Aussie thing you have done in your outdoor activity experience as well?
Yeah, probably having a lamb barbecue outdoors, going on off-road trips, and doing long drives. Aussie really enjoys the outdoors, so do we.
Yes. A lot of the drives is one of my favorite parts, actually, even though it's literally the middle of nowhere when you're doing a 6-hour drive. Brother Hans, what do you think?
Yeah, I think the long drive culture in Australia is very prevalent. I would say the most Aussie thing is these long drives becoming a usual holiday activity or a usual, let's see, unusual annual leave activity. If let's say we're working and we need a good getaway, we just pack up our bags, go with some mates or even family, and just go in the middle of nowhere or somewhere far away from the city and just enjoy a beautiful ride with nature. So I think including this as part of an annual holiday would be the most Aussie thing that
Mm.
that we're able to actually get. And speaking of Aussie activities and people in the comments, we have a few comments actually going through some of these, Sister Chloe. So let's go through a few of them. So we have Brother Maynard Kokos, missing my wife, Kate Kokos. I love you from your husband here in Karata City local congregation. Oh, that's so touching and
My
sweet.
heart's melted.
Aw. And then we have Brother Emmanuel Rebleza again from happy viewing to all brethren of the District of Victoria, Australia. Brother Daryl Elia, the resident minister of local congregation of Midland. Greetings from Midland congregation. And also happy viewing po and hello po to our hosts from New South Wales, from Brother Seth Gutierrez, the district supervising minister of New South Wales. Hello po, Ka Seth. We also have Brother Warwick Moloy. So shout out to my wife, Sister Michelle. Olaf's going for a drive in the Victorian country areas to see the beautiful outdoors. So again, we have some more beautiful outdoor activities again from the local congregation of Kingston City. Sister Sheila May Companion, happy viewing and listening from Palmerston City, Western Australia. INCRadio always uplifts and inspires. Thank you very much for Sister Sheila. And Palmerston City is up in Northern Territory.
Yeah.
And we also do have a few other shout outs as well. But actually, there's so much to go through.
There's so
Brethren.
many.
It's so hard to catch up.
And there's so many comments as well about your favorite outdoor activity experiences. So from Sister Ronica Acantilada, we love to go to Victor Harbor. Victor Harbor is here in South Australia, so even if they've moved to Shepparton or Bendigo, it means that Victor Harbor is still the best. Adelaide's the best. Very nice beach and scenery around Granite Island. So actually, fun fact, Granite Island, which is about an hour and a half away from Adelaide, I want to say, you can find penguins there at like 6 in the morning. They're the tiny penguins. So it's very cute. Yeah. Sister Geraldine Obut says fishing is the best spot here in Central Coast from the local congregation of Central Coast District of New South Wales. Hello pot to our resident minister, Brother Restimbang. Brother Carlo Falian says long drive. Especially in Adelaide, where everything is basically a long drive. And Brother Maynard Kofa says he likes to visit Kings Park. Shout out to Kings Park
in the city, which is just here in the city. It's actually a good starting place to hike for reference, if you're coming here to Western Australia, that's like beginner level because it's just going downhill from what I recall. I never tried
Yeah.
it though before.
Exactly. So, we've talked to Brother Jun about all the experience that he has done. Brother Jun, we were wondering, do you have any experiences that you haven't tried or that you would like to experience?
Yeah, I'd like to go to Exmouth one day. The place is beautiful and I want to try extreme fishing. It looks exciting and relaxing at the same time.
Yes, but
Extreme,
what is extreme fishing, Kajun?
I, extreme fishing involves fishing in challenging environments, often targeting large fish like Spanish mackerel and yellowfin tuna. We have to use safety equipment and fishing techniques.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mhm.
I can do fishing, but not extreme fishing.
Oh, that's a nice
um,
challenge,
yeah,
isn't it?
I know. Brother Jun, we would also like to ask you, like, as members of the Church of Christ, what other Christian values has being outdoors taught you?
Yeah, I've learned gratitude and patience. Spending time outdoors also teaches humility and simplicity. Real joy doesn't always come from big things, it comes from togetherness and God's presence.
That's very inspiring, Pakajin. Thank you so much. And before we wrap up our show for today, unfortunately, time has gone by very, very quickly. Do you have any final greetings for us, Kajin?
Yeah. Hello po to all brethren watching today, especially my family and to our resident minister, Brother Jomel Romanticado and his family. Hello to my fellow SCAN members in Queen's Park. Also to Nicard Rosales, Ningala family. And I also add to Kabong from Manjura. God bless us all po. I'm looking forward to more outdoor activities together. Thank you po.
So touching. And of course, thank you so much, Kajun, for being with us and for guesting on our show for today. Brother Hans, I think we have one more final announcement before we wrap up today's show.
Yeah, actually, we're looking forward to that, Sister Chloe, because I'm looking through the comments right now, and I'm trying to see who won today's INC Radio mug
Oh,
for our
I
question of
think I think I have
Sorry.
it, Brother Hans. Do
Mm.
you want me
Oh,
to do you want me to announce it? Do you want to announce it?
I'll give you the honors. Let's look at a few last comments from my
Sure.
end first,
Go
and then
for
I'll
it.
give the rest to you. So let's see, where do I start? Because there's so much. My goodness,
So
I
many.
can't keep up. I honestly can't keep up. But let's start off with let's go to Brother Renato Sumalo Jr. from the local congregation of Dean Park. Greetings po mga kapatid. Same goes to Brother Danny Pineda from the local congregation of Paddington. Now, Brother Louis Obot, happy viewing po to all brethren, especially to Sister Geraldine Obot Post from the local congregation of Central Coast in New South Wales District. Sister Sesquerdo, happy viewing po. We love IC Radio with a heart from local congregation of Queen's Park. And also we have Sister Geraldine Obot. Greetings po. We love IC Radio from the local congregation of Central Coast. And again, giving her shout outs to Brother Restim Bang, their resident minister. Sister Hedy Villanueva, greetings to all. Happy viewing from the local congregation of Dean Park as well. Zion Gabriel from Bankstown local congregation. Sister Cherry and Diolola from the local congregation of Port Adelaide. And then there's actually so much to go through.
There's
I think
so
I'm gonna have a
much.
tongue
But I would
twister.
like to give shout outs to my very, very best friends, Sister Yana Manalili, Sister Michaela Mismanos, Sister Erin Suarez, Sister Brianna Carlos, because I know you're all in the comments, Sister Jamie Ramos, I know you're all in the comments as well, from Adelaide. And Sister Yana Manalili says Adelaide is so beautiful. So everyone come visit Adelaide. That's the takeaway.
And the
Um,
honors, Sister Chloe,
the
it's all yours.
honors. Our winner for this week from our mug is Sister Geraldine Nagal from Maryland, who answered the correct answer, which is slip, slop, slap, seek, and slide. Slide. So
Lovely.
everyone stay tuned because you are still watching Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia Satellite Studio, one of the official satellite studios of INC Radio. We'll be back, everyone.
It doesn't take something big to show love. The right and thoughtful choices made with care can make a parent smile and turn an ordinary day into something special.
Dishes done, floors clean, a surprise mom and dad when they get here.
Wow! Hello, son.
Mom, you're early.
The house looks great.
Plus, I'm done with my assignments.
Oh, really? Oh. You always do your chores without being told. We see your effort, Carl, and we're proud of you. Here, we got you something.
What? How'd you know I want this? Thank you.
A child who brings joy to their parents is blessed even without asking. In the same way, when we live to please God, He gives us more than we could ever hope for. A reminder from Made in Australia, brought to you by INCRadio Australia Satellite Studio. Made in Australia.
Go for it, Brother Hans. Brother Hans, are you there? Oh, I think he's froze, everyone. But that was such a fun and inspiring discussion, everyone. The trails, the campfire, the fresh air. There's so much more to the great outdoors than just being outside. So it's all about the memories being made, the lessons learned, and the beauty of God's creation all around us. So thank you, everyone, for continuing to support us. Brother Hans, are you there?
Yes, I am back, Sister Chloe. Thank goodness. I thought I will not be there
Yes,
anymore.
I think
but
you can
very
read
much.
a couple more comments.
Yeah,
To wrap us up.
Actually, let's have a look. And before we go through the comments, I'd also like to give a few more shout-outs before we end. First, to my auntie, Sister Rego Natividad, and Sister Mala again, and from the local congregation of Midland. And also to my friends here in the local congregation of Sterling, Sister Camila Ramos, our choir leader, and also my fellow organist, Sister Alexis Silveria, and Sister Hannah Palma, and also to the entire Sterling choir. Thanks for always supporting us. And also, let's go to a few more comments. Brother Benji Balbon, happy watching from the local congregation of Port Adelaide. Sister Pao Navarro Bahar from the local congregation of Melbourne, happy viewing po. Nicole Torres from Port Adelaide. Brother Carlo Falian from the local congregation of Adelaide, love the sunset from Falian family. And then Brother William Manabat, warm greetings po to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you po for your unfailing efforts to nurture our faith po. See, we use our word of the day today, gift of the gap.
Nurture.
Greetings po.
Nurture. And we would also
Nurture.
like to give a big shout out to Brother John Briner Case. Happy viewing here from Tasmania, to the resident minister over there in the local congregation of Hobart. Thank you so much for all of your support for our Tasmania family. And that wraps up today's episode, everyone. Stay tuned this season as we continue exploring what it's like to live, work, and thrive here in the land down under.
And thank you to all our viewers, commenters, and guests. And even to Kajun for joining us today. But thank you very much po. To our Christian family organizations, thank you for giving us opportunities to create wonderful shows like this every week for INC Radio.
Yes, and above all, we would like to thank our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Aranyo V. Manalo, and last but definitely not the least, our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, for all of your love, support, and care for each of us here on INC Radio. See you next week, everyone in Korea Tech. Let's play our thank you video again. Bye, everyone.
See you next week po.
Bye, everyone.
I'd like to greet and congratulate for INC Radio Australia for reaching this very momentous milestone. Thank you for your constant effort in helping the church administration, not only in the work of propagation, but also in introducing meaningful contents that are relevant and relatable to all walks of life. It always gives gives every brethren and household a reason to bond every Sunday. Again, to all INC Radio production crew and crew members, Happy 10th anniversary po! We love INC Radio Australia!
From Hobart, we love INC Radio.
From the local congregation of Capricorn, District of Victoria, Australia. We love INC Radio Australia.
From the group worship service of Bundaberg, District of Queensland, Australia, we love and support INC Radio Australia. Nice.
Hi everyone.
See,
Shout out to my parents, Sister Marty Del Paz, Brother Troy Del Paz. Shout out to you.
shout out to my titas, Sister Rayo Natividad, Sister Malaganan, and to my mom and dad, Brother Romel Natividad and Sister Gina Natividad. See y'all.